So we've got a new toy today, and it's a very interesting toy because I've been looking to change my cordless circular saw. Now I did a review on this one here, which is a Silverline 18 volt cordless saw. Came with a battery and charger, etc. It's been really good, but obviously in my trade and doing jobs, it's kind of like it's showing the signs of a DIY tool rather than a professional kind of tool. So I thought I'll bite the bullet, and I am trying to change all my tools to DEWALT now so I can use the batteries, because as everybody knows, the batteries are really expensive for cordless tools, but I do need cordless tools. That's the way things are going now. Just makes it a lot easier for working outside and not having to find plug sockets and run extensions around people's houses, etc. So I've got this DEWALT saw. It's the DCS391N, so it came bare without a battery. I bought a spare battery as well. Cost me £120, and I think about £50 for the battery as well. But I've got DEWALT chargers and other DEWALT batteries as well, so you know it's not really something that is going to go amiss in my job. So here it is. I'm going to flip the camera right now. It's in the back of my van there, ready to go. Excuse the mess in my van. We are sorting this out. We're going to be putting new shelves in the van soon, and trying to tidy it up a bit. There's just that much equipment and stuff in there at the moment. It's just getting beyond a joke. Anyway, so here we go. This is it, still in the box, and you can see typical DEWALT, no case, no box like this or anything. You could probably buy one of them anyway off the rack, but we're going to keep it in another toolbox anyway. So here we go. There we go. Not a lot to be said about it really, is there? It's packaged in a box. There's the instructions, obviously. And here it is, unveiled eventually. Like a dust extraction port and a little screw, so we're going to have to put it all together. Right, here we go, there we go. Finally got it out. Typical yellow design DEWALT. Always have to push a few buttons before we do anything. Ooh. Allen key there for changing the blade. It looks like it's got the lever on it to adjust the depth, and you have a depth gauge down here behind there, so that should be able to adjust the depth as well. So we need to put the blade on it. Comes with a blade. This is 165mm 1.7mm width. And it's a fairly standard cutting blade really. And it comes with a guard and a little screw there. It's got a little guide rail. So I'll get this out of the way now. Set my camera up on a tripod so we can do this. Typical rubber grips, these, so you can activate the trigger there. But what I'm interested in is the Allen key, so this is a good place to put an Allen key, and hopefully it'll stay in position so you can use it when you need to, if it ever comes out, that is. There we go, it comes out. And should be able to just change the blade. I'm assuming it's got a lock, which is usually there. So you have to push that in there to lock the spindle. There we go, it's locked. I think I'm turning that the wrong way. There we go. So it's an opposite thread to what you're used to, so you have to turn it left to undo it and right to fasten it, so it's the opposite way around. Always make sure that your blade is pointing the right way to the arrow. You usually have an arrow on the guard or somewhere on the saw and an arrow on the blade telling you which way it rotates. So you need to remove the guard round and put the blade in. It should just slot into place like so. Letting the guard back down. Put the locking plate back on. And I don't know, you probably can't see this, but it does actually say on there loosen and tighten. So that's quite good. Gives you an idea which turn to take, because automatically you go right to loosen and left to tighten, lefty loosey, righty tighty as they say. So you'd automatically go the opposite way, wouldn't you? It's like this, we're going to the right now. And there we go. Make sure that it's tight. Like so. And then pop the Allen key back in its place. That's a very good place to put an Allen key, I would say. So this is the battery that I got with it. I bought it separately. It's just a standard 18 volt 4 amp hour battery. Was one of the cheapest ones that they did. It should be fine there. So I've now got a new battery. So there we go. Seems to be quite powerful. 760 watt motor, and already I can tell it's got some power to it. So this is the guide rail, so we need to get that in. Don't need that yet, but I'm going to put the screw in there so I don't lose it. So that's to hold it in place. So I'm going to cut some boards in a minute and see how it goes. Right. So before I go and cut my boards, I'm just going to show you the dust extraction port that I didn't put on while I was doing the unboxing. So you just basically undo the depth adjuster there, and it screws in on the guard there. So very easy to do. So that should be the dust extraction port. We'll see how good that is. I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, it's not exactly in the saw blade, but normally they're on the side here on saws, but this one's there. So we're going to see how that goes. It feels like it's going to get in the way of your pipe, but we'll, like I say, we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to use it another time and connect it up to my dust extraction vac. So there we go guys, that is the DEWALT DCS391 18V cordless saw, and as you just see me do there, I've just cut a worktop down with it, and I've done various jobs this week with it, including cutting sheet material, cutting CLS 68 by 38mm. It packs a lot of punch now, albeit you've got to remember it's a brand new blade, so that is sharp as anything, and that does help a lot when you're cutting. It makes the saw work a lot less harder for it to cut through the wood. However, when you're using this, you can use this with some confidence that it is going to cut through, unlike my Silverline one that I had, where you do a couple of cuts and that was it, it was done. Alright for sheet material and bits and pieces like that, but it really benefits from a new blade change every couple of weeks. But this has come with the DEWALT blade, the XR blade, and like I've said, I've just cut that worktop with no issues whatsoever with it. It's gone straight through it like butter, and it performs just as well as my track saw there. I do have a track saw down there, if you look down there. That's my track saw. I'll be using that as well today, because it does plunging and things like that, so I need to cut the sink out of the worktop and that, so I might use that for that to get some nice straight edges, etc, etc, because we're changing some worktops today, just so you know, just in case you didn't know. But there you go. So I'm well impressed with that. Trade quality tool, DIY. It's affordable for a DIY if you're doing a lot of DIY things as well, but that is performing just like a plug-in power tool. And like I said, 18V batteries cost £120 without the battery cost an extra £50, but I do have a lot of DEWALT tools, so I do have plenty of batteries, and it's worth getting the bare ones because they're a little bit cheaper if you don't want a battery. But I did purchase a battery with this one as well, so I had a spare battery for it. Now this one here is an older battery, it's a 2 or 3 year old battery off my SDS drill, because the other one's charging up, because I've been, like I said, I've been using it quite a bit, and it performs really well. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10, and why am I going to do that is because of that dust extraction port there. You cannot get your vac into that. I'm not sure if I fitted that right, actually. I think I might have to put it on the other way around, but there's as it stands now, there's absolutely no way you can get a vac port into that. I've just tried, but we've not created a lot of sawdust anyway out of that. Now I'm wondering if it goes on the other way, but if they do that, it will be facing the wrong way, I assume, because the screw's in the wrong place for it to go on the other way. You probably can't see that there. You might be able to see it there, I don't know. Anyway, you can't get the vac into there, not unless there's some sort of adapter that will fit it, but I'll have to find one to fit it. So that should have been really ported a little bit better, I think. But that being said, good saw, very handy, one hand action, and either way. So if you want to get one, I could drop some links down below. I got this purchase from a store in Wicks here. So yeah, give it a big thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do quite a few tool reviews, and any support that you send me goes into the production of the videos on my camera phone, because we don't have a Hollywood budget. It's just literally the little bit of money that comes in helps me buy these tools so I can review them and gets me jobs done quicker as well. So there you go guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and share the video if you want, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in another video soon.